Good morning, everybody. This is Davey from the New Trader. This is Marie.
Hello.
She's happy today. So, yeah. So, I'm kidding. She's always happy. It's just, I was
Yeah, the
making-
way you say that today.
I was making bad jokes. So,
Today.
yeah. So, yeah, let's see what opportunities we find in this market to trade. Today, we have ADP on employment change, and that was a little bit low compared to, like, I know people say it doesn't care and blah, blah, blah.
Well,
It doesn't care until they care. That's extremely low, like 37,000 instead of 115,000. That's very low.
That's insane. And
So-
when you're looking at the market, what time did that come out?
That came out at 8,
Yeah, there we go.
8:15, sorry.
And look at the reaction to the market, right? If you're looking at SPY.
Yeah, yeah, like the market kind of didn't like it, but like that number is gonna be revised by the labor office, whatever, and
Okay.
then I think it's Friday we have unemployment, and then we're gonna see. Let's see if I am right on that. Jobless. Like, if I'm not mistaken, Friday we have unemployment. Let's see. But what I'm saying is, like, let's say this number is coming slightly lower. Let's say what happens if then unemployment come lower as again, lower as jobs cut. Well, Friday we have no, that's Thursday, my guy. Come on. Yeah. Friday we have again like the number that is very freaky all the time, but like I mean, because it moved a lot the market, the non-farm payroll, and right after right at the same time we have unemployment rate. And what I'm saying was, what if that ADP is just saying what could be that, like, can be throwing out some signaling for the unemployment rate for, let's say, Friday? Like, what happens if the unemployment rate can come like 4.5? Is the Fed then going to have another reason to start, like, really looking at the cuts? So, but we will see. So, yeah. In that matter, things are not looking that good, but like of course there is uncertainty everywhere anyways, so we're just gonna be trading the price action as we used to, and yeah, so yeah, the charts were a little bit funky there.
Me too. My charts are needing a little bit of
Attention, yeah, definitely.
little TLC here.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna be looking at the usual thing: Nvidia, SPY, PLTR, Robinhood. Let's see what else. Like I see QBTS really pumping from day after day. That I am starting to think that this thing is not updated, but like let's see. Like how much is QBTS today? Yeah,
It's
yeah,
pretty much
it
flat.
was not updated. Yeah, now we are talking. So basically, yeah, we have Nvidia, Ford, CLF, Tesla, MVTS, PLTR, INTC, QBTS, SoFi, Joby. My guy Isaac is trying. Is if he doesn't have it, he's trying to get some Joby.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's looking interesting, swinging a lot, I will say, but definitely interesting, like very cheap stock right now, and yeah, looking definitely healthy. Yeah, so let's see what happened there, but yeah. So Mary, what are you looking at? Do you have anything that you would like to say about the market or about any stock that you are looking at?
Well, at this moment, what I'm seeing in the stocks that I usually trade are not doing crazy. So we will see. So if we're looking at BBAI, Big Bear, is just above, and this here is a very good support level. That where it is right there. So, but it's above the PCL. SPY is around the PCL, and right now seems to be right at the VWAP. For SPY, after that, it seems to want to recuperate a little bit, but is that going to be a VWAP rejection? could be strong RSI, but when we're looking at the volume candle at 9:15, seems to be a whole lot of sellers right there. So I guess we'll see what's going to happen.
Yeah, like the market is just 3% from the all-time high. So, like let's say if we look at the daily chart, like we said yesterday, that 595 with $60, he hold above, but like the last station we were holding above very little, like, and then we got up by a lot. But I don't know, like I mean, yeah. Do we expect continuation in this move, push up, or do we think that's about it? Like I mean, I wouldn't be feeling too bullish on the week without having the Friday numbers yet.
Well,
So
if we're looking and just for the fun of it, when we're looking at the stocks, whether that it's Nvidia, whether that it's no, Tesla a little less, but Nvidia, and then we've got QBTS, we've got PLTR. Everything is all around the PCL, and it seems all of them to be quite high. So, to your point, is that a possibility to go to the 597.66 and then pull back? I think that's a possibility for sure. I'm just gonna go look at the tape to see if we've got something on SPY that's very unusual. $597.60. Yeah, very close to there. So, is that a possibility? Yeah, could be. If we're looking, did you see? For
which one are you saying?
SPY. So when we're looking at SPY, the 597, there's a 597.60, and that's pretty much where, yeah, on both tapes, as a bigger, a 597.60, which is pretty much the pop, the pre-market pop this
I have
morning.
nothing in there, like 25 lot.
No, I've got 80.
Yeah, okay, I don't have that.
Okay. So is it possible that it's going to pull back, and then when we're looking to the bid, yeah, 597.50, 595.50. 595.50, we've got 80 as well. So is that a possibility? It seems to be very rangy. If that's the case, it's a $2 spread. Bleh. SPY is really looking like it wants to recoup, eh? What do you think?
Yeah, it's looking good, I will say. I like. I would like it for the long, but I have my doubts. The fact that it's holding there is okay, but we're gonna have to see the overall tickets. Like let's say when we look at, let's take out an Nvidia, and we look at the tape and yeah, Nvidia is looking okay.
There's not a whole lot on the tape.
But that's what I mean. Like,
It does look like a bullish tape though, but there's not a whole lot there.
the fact that we are not seeing like interest toward the downside. Sorry, that's what seems to be relevant to me right now. there is a chance that Tesla might be done for a pullback. I'm not sure about that one, but
I think I agree with you.
like sorry. So if we say Tesla for a pullback, let's see when we go to the weekly chart. Like the reason why I say this very clear is those dojis here. Like I know they mean something until they don't mean anything. But right now we have 3 dojis if we count today. Like I don't know. Like what is a healthy pullback in this thing? I don't know. Probably in the daily we can find a little bit more of that. I'm gonna be trying to buy the dip at the open on BDA, but I wouldn't be taking a lot of risk on it. That's my play. Like I kind of make my mind around that. So sorry. Hey.
What? Wow, QBTS really looks bullish. And the tape really looks bullish. Oof. Holy.
You're talking about QBTS?
Mm-hmm.
Just to close the subject there, Tesla probably 300.
You're thinking it?
Yeah. It will make sense 300. QBTS. Not today, I mean like in a couple days probably. Good morning, Bloody.
Good morning, Larry. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, huh?
Feliz cumpleaños.
QBTS look bullish to you, Marie?
You don't think so when you look at the tape?
I can tell you, it will move a lot, but like, yeah, probably. What I don't like about QBTS is the chop top that have been putting in during the pre-market, and like, we know that irregular do that thing. But yeah, I don't know if you know what I mean. Like look at that pre-market action. That's so crappy. Like I mean, at the like yesterday, it sell off aggressively, and now like. But yeah, I don't want to influence you in your trading QBTS. So do whatever.
Well,
you
when
think
you're
it
looking
is,
at
but, like,
QBTS, as far as the chopped up, it pretty much looks like SPY.
I disagree, but
My 1 minute to 1 minute, it looks like SPY.
okay. Okay. As I say, I don't want to influence you in your trading, but like, yeah, pick your poison.
So there.
So there, yeah.
So there. How's that drop? The
No,
drop
it's
of
like
the mic.
the
Oof.
fact that I am
Do
not,
what you need to do, girlfriend.
the fact that I am not good to trade QBTS shouldn't be influencing your because I am not good to trade
Nice
QBTS.
save.
So take it for what it is, lady. You know,
So there.
you're funny. I have an order to get long MBDA.
At what?
It's a secret price. No, I'm kidding. I am trying to go long on NVDA at 141 with 30 cents.
Okay.
141.31 actually, to be precise. Risking nothing in there. I mean, like when I say nothing, it's like 15 cents. Going with the okay size. And yeah, let's see. I know it's very close to the PCL, and you say, oh, but doesn't it go to the PCL? Yeah, if it go to the PCL, it's another story. But and it can go to the PCL. It's just I am expecting it to not go to the PCL by the penny.
Okay.
PLTR, probably we're gonna be looking south on that guy.
Really, eh?
Yeah, PLTR is that's another one that looks like pulling back. So I could be totally wrong on that one. So like just watch out. I am not trading PLTR at the open. I will be trading PLTR after. But the way it's looking like chart wise, I will be probably more interested in the short than in the long. And you really want to wait for it to be a little bit extended, probably. Like when I say extended, it's like just like what would be that number? I'm trying to find on the tape like 133.17 say here, but like probably I don't know. Why wouldn't you go to the VWAP if it's so close to that? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So probably the VWAP, but yeah, I'm gonna focus in NVIDIA as I say, and let's see if it works. It's gonna be okay. Though PLTR is more promising than NVIDIA.
Is it?
Yeah, PLTR has a higher volatility. Do I wanna take a trade on PLTR? Let's try something small on PLTR, knowing that this may not work. I have an order for PLTR short than 133.23.
So for me, what I'm looking at, it probably would.
Good.
QBTS
Ground hood.
and IMS.
Hood. Damn it, hood. 73.23.
I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Hoods, QBTS, and IMS. Okay, we've got 5 seconds.
Everybody enjoy, have fun. PLTR, tanking without even offering anything. Come on, man. Like, I told you I want to short you, but you puke the way you are puking. Back to life.
Back to reality.
Take your calm. Don't celebrate with them, mummies. So I moved my order on PLTR. Let's see if he wants to do.
I've got a small position in IMS.
Yes, Palantir.
Let's go.
I got the short on Palantir. Not at the best price, as I say. Like, that's just.
Here comes the money.
Though I will be willing to build up into that position. This name is just so crappy right now. I mean, crappy. It has an amazing name. I have to correct the way I talk sometimes. So, it's just temporarily. Temporarily, it's trading like really downward or like choppy. Like yesterday, it chopped up for so long that it was just like, what is going on? I mean, so and right like afternoon, like it recuperate everything, but like it seems to not be wanting to hold there. I am having Nvidia very soon, probably. Uh, let's see. Let's see how precise I can be on that matter. Like as I say, I have a tight stop loss on that one, and let's see. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Here comes the money.
That's how we do it.
That's how we do it.
Jala jala. That's how she do it.
Comes the money.
Jala jala. Okay, we got NVDA, and as I say, I had a tight stop loss there, like that might get me out. And if it does it, I'm okay with that. But look how we are immediately in the money on NVDA. That's a fantastic entry, man. Like 15 cents stop loss, and we are printing right away.
Check my items.
Look at you. Look at you. So in PLTR, I'm gonna be starting to add, and let's start. Go for it. There we go. I know it's not the best way, the way I'm doing it on PLTR, but hey, my job is just to make whatever I can, blah blah blah, and all those things, and you know, like. I got it at the price I can. Is what I'm trying to say. I mean, like, if it doesn't want to work, that's the wrong thing, my guy. You just did the wrong thing right there. You have to keep your stop loss nimble on NVDA, and Palantir is the one you have to be breaking even because it's the one you just did whatever you did there. So, and yeah, let's watch it bleeding, and. Guess who's back?
Back again.
Back in the building. NVDA. We're gonna be taking some partial, that's up for sure. And come on, my guy, you can go higher. Go higher. Higher. Go for it.
Here comes the money.
Here comes the money. Oh my goodness. I'm such a good trader. Breaking even there too. Yeah, and now you take off some of your beep.
Here comes the money.
Come on, Palantir. Come on, Palantir. Palantir. Do we want to start getting blocked soon? No, I don't want that. So, but I might have to. So. And remember, last time when we got into the blocking zone, he got me along on its own. Like, I mean, he didn't let me play anything. So, is he gonna do it today or not? I don't know. You know, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
That last time, like, he didn't even allow me to finish the trade. He just got rid of all my trades.
Here comes the money. Money, money.
That was everybody in the Congress are saying, like, money talks. So. Hey, but this thing is not gonna fall forever, my guy. So where are you bailing out? I remember calling out a pullback of something like 27, but like, I don't think that's gonna be today. But oh yes, is that gonna be today? No. Yes. Flushy, flushy, flushy. Flushy, flushy, flushy. I have to add more to NBDA. Sorry, Mary.
Not at all.
NBDA. Okay, NBDA. That's how we are doing business with you, my girl. And then we just gonna keep printing in PLTR.
Here comes the money. Money, money.
Chala. In NVIDIA, I am taking some risk just because I care about it. So it's a good trade until it's not a good trade anymore, you know. But just like I think it still have a lot of potential. Where is the money at? Whatever you wanna put it, Marie. Whatever you wanna put it. Marie is doing money on hymns.
Got out completely of the position.
Hymns and
At
hers.
59, it was the biggest one. Now I'm looking at the tape. And I'm thinking, I'm breaking even because I'm not leaving anything on the table. It got me out. It's still reacting with the anchored VWAP. We'll see what is going to happen. Is it going to bounce from the VWAP? The RSI is pulling back quite aggressively. But we still have some space for IMS to be popping.
If this trade get me out, you're gonna liquidate Palantir. If it does, but that's what I mean. Like, how can I count on it if it doesn't do it when it's supposed to do it?
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. What do I want to do? Okay, let's assume that the software is stupid and it won't do anything. So. No, it's true. Like 90%. Like, well, it never did it. It just did it one day, and it was yesterday. Like, it never blocked me. It never get me out automatically. Though I say do get me out automatically.
Okay. Yeah, I remember.
But
right?
yesterday it did it. So what do I assume, that it will work or not? And if it does work, it will liquidate everything. So if it doesn't work, it will take a loss in NVIDIA and hold my trade on Palantir that is printing beautiful. Like, holy crap, my guy, like. All dice with little sizes because it's like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Yeah. So let's try to read that tape. I want to stay on the tape on NBDA. The reason for that is that's let's just put this. Yeah, it's okay. So I'm gonna be breaking even on Palantir. I think the Palantir is gonna go to my target of 120 something today, but like right now I don't see it far enough. But I know it's below 130, probably 129 again. So if that's the case, that's gonna be sweet. But I have to be breaking even at $1.60 in the morning that one, and like I just want to not think too much about Palantir because I do want to read the tape on PLTR right now, on NVDA. So on NVDA, Palantir is going crazy. So PLTR, NVDA right now very choppy at that top right there, and we have some sizes everywhere. Which I like because that means the buying is present, though buying is slightly smaller than selling right now, which could be okay by holding the price we are holding. But let's see, printing 96, 141, 96, 99. So we were doing the same kind of things yesterday. What we did yesterday, we went like almost 3% up. So let's see, is today gonna be the same play? Probably yes, but let's see. Yeah, dripping a little bit there, holding at the 80s, that's good, I like that. Back to 86, I need to see a heavy bit to see a little bit more information about what are the soil that we are stepping on. And
I like that.
it's so seems to
What
be
is the
okay.
soil we're stepping on?
Yeah, so yeah, it seems to be very muddy right now. So like yeah, it's not looking that great right now. It dropped a lot. Like I mean, that was a little bit too bad, I think. And yeah, I am holding a stop loss right below the low of the day. Does that make sense? It does make sense. Technically, it shouldn't be breaking the low of the day, but who am I to say anything? And I say that the soil is very muddy there, so that means that it's just not looking that strong. That tape. In PLTR, we are into the 29. We did print 29.53. Like let's see. Nvidia is looking promising, as I say. I mean, it's still looking promising, though the sell-off in that top was a little bit too much. Palantir, let's take some. Another flush, my guy, another flush. Yeah. And I think Marie was totally right about if I'm not mistaken, you call out the market bullish, and
Correct.
so
Here comes the money, money, money.
so in the past we used to have doubts of, hey, are those trades working because the VIX is so high or no? For anybody watching, the VIX right now is 1757. So the VIX is a good indicator to for the uncertainty that we are sensing, but not to say if your trades are gonna be making big move or not. We are making big move with the VIX at any number, so it doesn't matter if it's and that's like that. Like I as I say, like I don't know if it's a this week thing, but like I have solved some of the problems with the potential of the trades. So
Potentiality.
yeah, I call it potentiality, but then I like I have because like yeah. In Spanish, that's where my confusion comes. In Spanish, the potential energy, you don't call it potentiality. It's the potential energy is you have
Same here.
the same. So like
It's just I like the word that
you
you
like the
invented.
word, but okay, yeah, okay, that I invented. Okay, that word doesn't exist.
Correct.
I think you're wrong.
Okay. Hey, I never heard it except for you, so I'm gonna be good if it does exist.
Potentiality. It does
No,
exist.
no, it's a name that they gave a company.
The word potentiality can be.
Hey, look at you.
Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah.
So let's add a little bit to that
My
PLTR.
Spanish partner, trading partner here is showing me English. Pretty impressive.
I never say that.
Well, no, I just said it.
So I add a little bit more to Palantir. And like, man, it's unfortunate that this thing is selling the way it's selling, but yeah, whatever. So NVDA, I probably want to add more to NVDA, but do I feel certain about that? The answer to that is a clear no. And I am actually probably trying to go out of that trade. And yeah, looking for other prices of value, but am I correct about that? Like sometimes to know how to a trade is a mistake. Many times to know how to a trade is a mistake.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add, it's a little bit impulsive, I know, but I think it is the right thing to do, and I just gonna do it. So I did it, and there we go. If it doesn't work, it's okay. I'm gonna be blocked. So and
You're gonna be blocked?
oh yeah, I'm gonna be blocked easy peasy, easy peasy. But I don't know if you see how your brain, like, and I told you, like, once we put, like, let's say you are driving a car in a totally open space,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna drive it one way. Just put a couple blocks and obstacles on the way, and you're gonna see how your brain is gonna turn around that thing. I mean, like now I am MacGyvering how I do not get blocked. Like I gonna get blocked more for sure. But like it's not for sure gonna get blocked at the end of the day. But like what I mean, like how do I do for me to not get blocked too early? That's my thinking right now.
Mm-hmm.
So and
I know what you mean.
unfortunately I have my stop loss on Nvidia in a place that I would like to buy it. But that's okay. And like probably it's not a day too long in that thing. We did observe that the tape was weak. The tape is weaker today on Nvidia, and there we go. It got me out, you see, and today I'm blocked. So that's it. Hijo de tu mamá, pendejo.
Do-ba-do-do-do.
It is frustrating, my guy. It is very like today. Yeah, that's annoying today. It's okay. I'm gonna keep watching things here, so now I have more time to do bad jokes.
Hey!
Because
Make
where
it
he got me
stop.
out on Palantir, exactly at the wrong place. Like I mean, he got me out. Of course, it's a time thing. Like he get me out immediately, whatever. But he got me out exactly where I got the at. Like I mean, man, get me out here at the bottom at least. At least I keep that little profit because now it's gonna tank it, and look, you can see it right there. So
What a pull from the market. Okay, going through the VWAP here for SPY. Ay, 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 ay.
Hijo de tu mamá, pendejo.
We apologize to all the Spanish-speaking people.
No, but they understand. So they are very nice. It's nice, not to people. It's yeah, but yeah, if you get offended, yes, we do apologize. It's not direct to anybody. It's to myself. Man, like, look at that beautiful shirt. We are just 29 on Palantir. That will be double of my profit right now.
Oh, God. But like you say, right? You guys are all about rules.
Yeah, yeah.
You
and,
like it?
hey, like, once this thing is not gonna be needed, it's not gonna be there. Once it's not gonna be needed.
And how are you going to evaluate that?
With numbers. And that's
Okay.
how that thing got in there. Results.
Results.
Yeah. Oh, I feel that I am doing so good in my trading. We don't care about what you are feeling.
Show me the money.
Show me the money and I show you the laugh or whatever. So,
Wahaha.
like Nvidia, I think like anywhere below 140, like, or 141, I should say, it's a good buy. Like, that's a very good long around there. If SPY, and SPY is at the top, like, PLTR is selling alone. Like, I mean, might be selling with other things, but it's selling on its own compared to the names I do trade. Look at the SPY. Yes, it's pulling back. It's looking heavy there. But did it really break the VWAP for good? No. And what is Palantir? Palantir is taking a vacation with somebody down to hell. So, and yeah, NVDA, really, like I say, the price I was going out, I know it was the low of the day, but though it's taking, it's the correct stop loss. It's just once it re-entered that zone, like, and even if it doesn't re-enter that zone, like 141, in my opinion, is a good buy.
Okay.
So, and like, I mean, do you really want to buy Nvidia? Like, the tape was weak when I was reading it. So,
Was it?
yeah, it was weak. Like, it was flushing, like, literally 20 cents. So, like, I'm gonna be reading the tape on Nvidia to see if the long is still there or not or whatever. But PLTR making lower lows. Like, I mean, damn it, man. Like, really. So 141.20. So I say we have to see a substantial bid or offer to have a clear idea of where the strength is lying. Lying, I think we should say.
Okay.
It's not lying as a liar, it's lying as lying down. So how would you say laying? Yeah, it's laying down. Yeah, it's laying into the strength. Like it's yeah, Nvidia is a Loma guy for now. Looking very sweet at that 141.30. I know we came from 141.20, and and by the way, I didn't know what is the answer to because as I say, it have been only 2 days out of the whole thing. It have been only 2 days that the software is working correctly into liquidating everything.
Okay.
So the way to solve that, like how do I solve that? Like how do I prevent myself from getting blocked? Is in a stock that, like, let's say you see I was having NVDA and it was slightly in the money. Like it was, well, yeah, it was in the money for good, and then it was just slightly in the money. But as I see, like if I break even, the software wouldn't block me.
Okay.
So because if you like I'm gonna be able, I have to put like probably 1 cent or two above my entry, like that it actually add a little bit to the P&L, but like that will be the way to avoid getting blocked.
Okay.
It will be after you cross the threshold, you have to break even, yes or yes.
Okay. Okay.
Look, it's not holding the 41 either, so that's why I say like it is strong, Nvidia. Like let's say, I mean let's say like I say it's strong. Let's keep reading this. Let's see if that is still true or not. So I say I need to see a heavy bid ideally or offer, and okay, nice offer came through. But we drop on it. Nice bid came through. And we increased, but then we dropped. No, it's weak. Yeah, Nvidia is weak right now. Yeah, Nvidia is definitely weak because that bid was slightly smaller than the offer. Actually, yeah, well that would justify something, but like yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense that it will pull back a little bit more in a lower bid than in a higher ask. So yeah, probably you can get it cheaper. Healing me softly with this song.
Numbers are coming in. Oh, 52 forecast, 51 previous, came out at 49. Ooh.
Those are Trump,
ISA?
those are Trump's numbers.
Yeah. And look at it going down. Ooh. Wow. What a pull, what a pull. Wow.
Yeah, I see. Okay, Nvidia to 140 now apparently. Did you know that they send a letter to every country that they apply tariff on?
Yeah.
As a friendly reminder that the tariff deadline for coming back on place is in there.
Oh wow. No, I did not know that.
Yeah. This letter is a friendly reminder that
Thanks.
the tariff are gonna be coming back in 90 days. Well, from the if you haven't got a deal, like you know.
Incredible.
Palantir 127.60. Are you kidding me? I need to see that price action of NVDA at 140. I think we're gonna go below that 140, but I want to see.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because we know we had a decent size at 40. That was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the speed on those tapes.
On which one?
Uh,
NVIDIA. Oh,
it's,
look at that go.
But it seems to me Nvidia is the fastest right now. But then you have PLTR, the second fastest, and then you have Apple. What about Tesla? Yeah, Tesla is moving fast as well. That's something that I find a little bit annoying, that none of those so far have like a speed speedometer for the tape.
Oh no.
No. Or if they have it, I don't know it, how it's called or whatever. Look at that. 140.01, 140, like that. That's if you believe in that thing, that's the point to get loaded. Of course, like no financial advice, blah blah blah. Read our disclaimer. It's just our opinion. We are not certified to give any financial advice to anybody. This is just our trading ideas that Maria and I are sharing with ourselves and with you. So yeah, like that 40, and you can keep it tight, I guess, because it's like 40 is 40. Like, I mean, we saw the resistance there previously. I'm curious to watch it. Like the tape is already slowing down a bit, but let's see if it's gonna pierce it or not. Look at that, Fast and Furious coming down there. I don't know if I'm mistaken on this, but I think that the main participant on the on PLTR has something with the tenth of every dollar. Like let's say he let it go there, blah blah blah. Print 5 cents below below 140. So we print 139.95. Man. But the problem is like that volume. Look at that volume in the setting. It's not looking good. The selling volume is a little bit too aggressive, I will say.
Yep.
Yeah, it's still dropping. Yeah. Dropping.
Okay, so SPY going through the PCL, just giving it all up. Did not like that number at all.
Holy
at
crap,
all,
I
at
didn't
all.
see a SPY. Look at SPY.
Oh, going through, losing
What?
everything. Did not like that number, did not. Wow.
What were you trading?
Now I'm in
SMCI?
SMCI.
To reality. What is Nvidia all-time high?
150?
$153.13.
What was this?
153.13.
Okay. What are you observing now?
Mm, nothing. Like Nvidia pulling back for sure, but pulling back up and
Pushing back up?
pushing back up, yeah. And but yeah, more than that, and there is no like like he's doing it with the spy as well, but everything is kind of trying to go higher, but sorry.
Not at all, it's me. I'm a wide load.
LTR print as low as 25, 125.58.
Well, Carney's putting some big pelotas.
But he's saying,
He's saying that whatever Trump is doing is illegal. Those tariffs are illegal. The steel tariffs. And I think he's going to be fighting.
yeah, that's why they got back up in court. Like I mean,
Yeah, one court says yeah, one court says no, the other court says yeah. I'm gonna fight it, so then it's a no. Spy going back to the VWAP.
but don't a court like the court get assigned it? Is that the court that's supposed to roll it though?
Okay?
Like when the court get the assignment of the like it doesn't go from court to court, even if they appeal. Or I'm
No,
wrong
so
there.
when they appeal, it goes to a higher court, goes to the higher court. Eventually, it goes to the Supreme Court, where there's a whole lot of Trump supporters. So, cannot believe PLTR.
Yeah. That was very interesting.
Look at Neo go. No. Ha! Like yesterday. Neo. 320. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to trade INTC. Did what for me yesterday, but tape is way too crowded. I gotta save way. Because I'm gonna get whipped and whipped. No whipping for me today. Hood. At the view up. A rejection or a pop.
Let me look at that hood.
Yeah.
Although I cannot do anything. Ooh la la. Do you like hood?
Yeah. Do you?
Oh, I do, yeah. I mean, I don't like, yeah, wafer. Wafer, yeah, I almost fall into that one. Yeah, I like the stock of food. Probably they provide some business opportunity for some people. Though, as a trader, I think that what they did during GameStop situation, it was very, very
Unfair.
unethical. I would say. Like I mean,
Even
that's
better.
yeah. It's like. And like that, that's just part of the business. Like we know, like I mean, and of course, like that's the price that. That's why you have free trade within, you know, like free trade, free commission trades within, and yeah, I find that probably I don't know how to judge it. Yeah, I kind of don't like what they do as but
Organization.
yeah, but I don't have anything for real against it. Like I mean, yeah, like intellectually talking or like the way it's doing. Because let's say, what is it at the end? It's a big firm, like no hood, but what are behind, or there are big firms, and they are getting a better average price on their executions because of this matching. Yeah, so I guess it's okay. Though I don't know, you know, if, how you practice that without being in like the line for it, for them to be corrupted there is fine, I would say.
It's a small line.
Like for example, if I like, let's say if you decide to be a broker, it's gonna be harder to be a trader because you're gonna be seeing
Conflict of
huge.
interest.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh, this guy is gonna have a huge order, and he's asking me to execute this huge order. Let me just go in front of him, write it up with him, and then hey, you know what? In the past, that used to happen apparently a lot. Like in the book that I cannot listen to anymore because I am not a Audible subscriber anymore, and like those song of the year whatever. But like yeah, I need to buy that book back. So yeah, it's a Market Wizard, but the last version of it, they are saying that there is a guy that is getting, there is a trader that is being interviewed,
Okay.
and he's explaining how sometimes he was buying the low of the day, and the broker just tell him at the end of the day, oh no, they invalidated, like the floor invalidated that low of the day, so now it's a different low of the day, and like you didn't get your shares. and like they did get his shares, but they were profiting out of his knowledge. So,
Oh.
but now that cannot happen because now everything is
Maravilhoso.
live. So apparently during the interview he called the person that was doing this because they are still business whatever related, and like he yeah, it was fun how we used to laugh at like blah blah blah, and like, but aren't you stealing money from that person? Because
Definitely.
yeah, you are. It's just like,
Oof.
but yeah. So coming back to Robinhood, I have my reserve in their model of business, but at the same time, I guess like
Well, it's hard, like you say, to keep like. There's conflict of interest there, right?
yeah, but like, but for example, the customer is not paying for what you and I are paying with those brokers. Like, let's say you and I pay high fees on the broker and things like that, like or fees. You pay fees in general, but they have to prioritize your order in front of whatever they are willing to. So, like, yeah, like, so we are paying for the service, but the Robinhood customer does not pay for that service. He got it for free, and in exchange for that service for free, they are averaging in the orders to get filled in their favor. So it's that's why I say it doesn't seem to be wrong. The thing with the button, yes, for sure, that was totally wrong. When they erase the button, they inhabilitate the button for people to.
Yeah, to go
Yeah.
into.
So. That 72 in Hood for me is interesting as a long.
Mm-hmm.
Tight stop loss for sure. And yeah, 72 for sure makes sense as a long. And
Oof.
by the penny. La vida tan vacía sin amor. Sin esperanza. Eso en la vida no creer más. Did you saw for by how much Robinhood pierced at 72? By 1 cent. But Davies blocked. The Qs. What are about the Qs? Let's see. Qs, T, Q, Q, Q. Okay. Mm-hmm.
What do you see as opportunities, Davey?
As you say, Hood long for sure. TKQ long as well. NVDA long. It's PLTR probably is at the point that we will be thinking. Yeah, probably. Like with that's ridiculous. PLTR long as well. So, if I have to choose between one or the other, I will definitely choose NVDA. Though TKQ is going ahead, and I think you have TKQ, but like, is that right? Yeah, TKQ is going ahead. That's for sure. But Hood is still offering. I know Hood is not offering anymore a good entry. Hood is it's probably going without you. So, the best was 72. What else? What else? The resilience of this market is incredible. And like I was thinking like okay, why why would the market rally if those conditions, like let's say even if we get a bad unemployment, technically the market keep going, like let's say it will pull back, but in the long term it will keep rallying because like funds are gonna be more overweight on equities than on bonds.
Yep.
So that's my guesstimation. So like I think it's a matter of time for us to go all-time high on SPY again. Like today, like look at that, like that's just a message. Like I mean, here we say there could be blood coming through to the street, but like at the same time, is it gonna be manifesting for good? Well, like we are trading way higher than yesterday. Well, but way higher than like when I say yesterday, like I mean my point of observation was 595.60. 595.60 is about there. There. Yeah, it's exactly from it's around the region from where we bounce back. What is that? Previous day highs, like previous resistance point, now acting as a level of support. And I wouldn't be surprised if today we end the day at around $600 on SPY.
Wow.
That's nothing. Like $600 is right there. So SPY 600, Nvidia go back up. PLTR, I kind of don't know what is happening, but like maybe it's just natural pullback. Like I know the pullback is big today. Like PLTR went down about $6, maybe more. Yeah, more than $6. PLTR went $7 down, and is it $7 down? Let's see.
I'm not liking what TQQ is doing. I'm not liking what SPY is doing. If I'm looking at the tape, there's definitely a battle. I like the fact that the RSI is higher.
Hood is about to reoffer the 72. But it doesn't want to go 72. It's, it went by the penny.
That's why I
so
got
if
out.
you didn't front run it, like
I got out of Hood because wasn't moving. The tape was getting a little too crowded. There was a little. I don't like. Yeah, it was like too much ranging. What is it going to do now? At the anchored view up, we'll see. So we've got TQQ now that seems to be pushing a little bit. It's kind of heavy, that volume at that top. On SPY, it seems to be the same thing. There.
Here and there.
So where do you see PLTR going, David?
Alright, to the VWAP, at least.
Okay.
It could be higher. Like it could probably go to something like 129.50.
Okay.
But the hood is more juicy than the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because hood have a pre-market action that was huge, big deal there. I don't know what happened there, but like I mean I don't know if it was news related, but like let's say you can go probably 72 to 74, something like that.
Okay.
And you can probably get more shares than PLTR because it's about 40% cheaper. Yeah, like that's how.
If I'm looking at the tape on hood,
Yeah,
I see a top at 72.60. That same one that.
yeah, that's no that like. Why would you say that as a top? If you can elaborate, or if you want to.
Well, there's a
elaborate
big position there at 72.60. First of all, on the tape.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a whole lot continuancy after, and it already reached it and came back,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's interacting at the VWAP. I don't see it as strong.
Okay.
I just don't see it as strong right now. Is it going to be eventually? I agree, yes. But yeah, it seems like it wants to pull back to that PCL. The RSI is just dropping like an
You wanna
anchor.
bet that it doesn't touch the PCL again today?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I say it doesn't touch it. You say it touches it, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop off a line there, just to illustrate what candle we were. I dropped it in the candle before, so this is hood. So the line, if we look in the 1 minute chart, the line I have is at 10:30. I know it's 10:37, but it's just to illustrate from that price on, it shouldn't be, it haven't touched it, so it won't touch it in my opinion.
Okay.
And we have a bet on it. Let's see. Man, I like risking this shit because it's like I should be looking at IBIT before I say something like that. But it's okay. IBIT is looking okay, you know?
Ouais.
Ay, ay, ay.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué tu risas? That seems to be a...
I am 12 cents from losing that bet.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Yeah, wood did not look good to me if I'm looking at the tape. That's why I came out of it. Let's go, Hood!
Like to me, even if you touch it, it will look good. But I am like,
Yeah, but for me to have gone down there at 72 made no sense. Let's go! 71.48. Ha ha ha.
the PCL is 71.72.
No, it's gonna go to 71.48. That's not part of the bet, but I'm just putting my line there.
Yeah. Let's see. I was able to take trades today with 10 cents space in between, and I'm gonna fail in this one. Are you kidding me? Probably I will, because that was a heavily traded price. No. It's okay. Look at something else, my guy. Look at something else. NVDA pulling back. The market pulling back as well. Relief rally. I don't know what that means. Have you ever checked anything related to the paradox of value?
No. Should I be asking?
It's just an interesting subject. It's just like yeah, like this is the probably the most known one about the like the water and the diamond. Like it's like in economy paradox that highlight the discrepancy between the total utility, overall usefulness, and the market price of goods. But what come to like the exercise is
Oh,
that
that makes sense. Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, like basically like one way is like although the water is on the whole more useful in terms of survival than diamonds, diamonds command a higher price in the market.
Correct.
So, but when it comes to negotiation, like, and this is an intrinsic thing that traders must know, and like I'm pretty sure that many people don't know this, but like I hear about that from a very smart guy, and it's like he actually have a trading firm.
Okay.
So, but like you can say to me, let's say we were talking about Hood, and I say to Marie, I bet that Hood is not gonna touch again the PCL. It's not related to our bet, what I'm saying, but it's related to the exercise we are doing. And like she say, there is no way I will be getting Robinhood at 72. To her, that was way too expensive, 72. To me, that's cheap enough. So, yes, right now I will be taking some hit, but I probably will be averaging that trade, the way it's looking like. But what I'm saying here is that, like, let's say forget about whatever I think or she think about what is a fair value of Robinhood. There is no a clear point of what the value is until one of us is establishing it. So like, and like, yeah, like that's assuming that we are the overall participation of it. Like, so when you take all the participants in valuing something, there is no intrinsic value that is perceived until the overall. So it's like the dog that is chasing its own tail, because it's the same people that are establishing the value, the one that determine what is the value, and it's like like technically it can come to the concrete idea of it has zero value, and it's just because we all agree that it has zero value, but in its own nature, it has no value. Like it has no perceivable value, like that is speculative. So when that come to, like, let's say we take right now we take Nvidia or PLTR. Let's say, like, I'm gonna take a name I'm more familiar with, and you say, you know what, I think Nvidia is very cheap at 140.84, and you say, well, you are saying that Nvidia is very cheap compared to what? Like, I mean, because $140 for North America could be nothing, but $140 for Africa or for my country, DR, let's say, we can find, oh, the shares are too expensive. Like, I mean, it's 140 or whatever, but like that is totally subjective. And in this case, what we'll be taking, let's say, like if we want to rationalize it and compare apples to apple, which is not apple to apple, but is apple to fruits. So where we will be saying, okay, what is Nasdaq? Well, doing, like, if we look in the overall extension, is Nasdaq at its highest price? No, but it's very close to. Is Nvidia at its highest price? No, but it's close to. So basically, you can compare the value, the cost of NVDA with the cost of the overall index. I will say you won the bet, but he didn't just touch the PCL again. So good for you. So NDX, yeah. So but basically, if you don't have how to counter, or if you don't have how to compare your what is cheap or what is expensive, you kind of really don't know, because it's just a price. So like, and it's not established by a perfect system, so it's established for a overall averaging. So when you're going into paradox, like values paradox, there is so many value paradox, and like or paradox of value.
Yeah.
Basically, when you go through all of them, or like through the most known of them, everything cost-wise get very, very questionable. Like, I think it helps you to take a better informed decision.
Okay.
In many things, like let's say, oh, I'm buying a car. Like, what I'm looking for this car. Like for example, my car, you may see people looking at my car, but my car, I only can feed myself and probably the dog or something like that. Like, you know, it's and then like you say, well, yeah, but it's a cheap car. Yes, but
A cheap car?
yeah, but technically, let's say like, but I am just illustrating a sample here. It's like, but then like, can you get an SUV for half of the price? Yes, and you can feed the whole family. Yes, can you get a minivan with that price? Yes, you can get a minivan, and you can feed two families in the minivan. So which one has more value? Well, it will depend on my needs. Like, I don't need a car that people are looking at me. So I just need a car that will fit people on like for when we have family gathering and things like that. That everybody's in the same car and everybody can do the same dump stories. And
Well, that's not the car you got.
I know. Yeah, like
You've got a car that people looks at you.
yeah, but that's because I like the car. But that's not like that was not a smart decision, I would say. So that was a
Because
treat.
what? Too many people look at you?
No, we are not, that part of the subject really doesn't matter. Like it's just illustrating the value. Just saying that the value have an intrinsic dependency of the needs of the individual or the entity that is buying. Like people in Japan might be buying a lot of like let's say funds in Japan might be loading up the dollar to counter gain their currency, while people from Europe are buying security defense whatever. So they have different needs, so they will value different things. So it's
Can I take a break?
yeah. Let's both take a break. So. It's interesting. So, but when like let's say when the negotiation process happened, it forced the price to be more justified at one side or the other because of the negotiation. But that doesn't mean that necessarily that is the real value. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So, like we can be paying like let's say countries might be paying high tariff in many things just to please the participant because they need something else from the participant, but not because that really have that value. It could be protection, it could be anything.
Yeah, it could be. You're right. You're
So,
right.
man, you would some of your beep would have to come and just touch the PCL just to prove me.
I told you.
Like, is this week here, guys? Like, this literally week here. Touch the PCL, and I lost the bet there, and now it's gonna probably rally to all the high of the day. Something like that. Why? I know 72 was a good price. I know it because I saw it on the tape. And like, but hey, Marie won. You say 2 touches, right? 3 touches, you say?
No, no, no,
So
no.
you just gave 1.
Hey, 1. That's all that was needed. 1. Ha ha ha.
You're funny.
Mwahaha.
Another thing that is very interesting here, how slow that tray is cooking there. Very slow. That tray is sleeping around there. And if I am right, there is a lot of value in there. If I am right. And the downside is very limited. Like, I mean, you don't have to be risking more than 25 cents in this trade. Why would you do that? But let's say, but like, yeah, if it works, you are making potentially $2, so per share, just risking 25 cents. So, and I don't want to, like, I still like if I'm a Hood fan, so I don't know why I keep pushing that trade. So yeah, NVIDIA, yeah, NVIDIA is doing fantastic. PLTR as well.
I'm not sure about Nvidia doing fantastic.
The tape is, let's look at the tape. The tape was not looking good, to be honest. What the heck did I pass through? I saw a chart, but I just took it off right away. And it was making a huge, okay, again. Rigetti or SMCI? Wait for it, okay. That's NVIDIA. Tesla. Hood. BBAI. Neo, look at Neo.
I told you.
Yeah, but look at it now. Like, it's like way
It's
farther.
insane. I know. I said, look at the pop. It's incredible. Like, what the heck is happening there?
Good for them, good for them. Look at Hood. Man, like, I mean, it's okay.
Touched it twice. Mwahaha.
In the 5 minutes, you only touch it once.
I love it.
And you know I trade the 1 minute, the 5 minutes, so I don't know.
You do not.
I do trade the 5 minutes. The real thing is I trade the 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I am looking more and more at the 1 minute because of it has value, but like sometimes when I like let's say like this move have been happening relatively fast, though it is, I know it's chopping around for a little bit. But let's say I will go 1 minute just to see how we touch that PCL.
Mm-hmm.
This is good to me. So that will be a good trade to hold for the day. But yeah, so let's see. Nvidia, like my concern with Nvidia, and you were calling that out probably, is I think it's gonna get trappy at around 42.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I think that 142 is gonna be like a level of resistance temporarily. And I hope I'm wrong, but because I do have a swing trade on it, but Look at that's the 50 EMA in the 60-minute chart. Clean uh, bounce from there, pretty much by the penny. Talk to me.
Volume's really low today. Where did everybody go?
Look in the paradox here. Like, look, elaboration. This is freaking nice. Elaboration. In the elaboration of that thing, they are considering total utility versus marginal utility. Water abundance versus diamond scarcity, whatever you call that thing. Subject value and historical perspective.
I love
All that thing freaking real subjective. I mean, like, are you kidding me? There are people that are buying car for I don't know how many millions of dollars, you know. And they were made with not even a fraction of that.
Yep.
It's a piece of art. Though I agree that art shouldn't be pricing. I mean, like, I mean, it is hard to price art first. Like, and I don't know a lot about that, but like let's say, I know a couple people that do arts, and like one of them could be making good money making arts, and this person have chosen to not make money by doing art because she understands that art shouldn't be a way of making money.
It's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah. So yeah, like some of those painting, like I mean, don't get me wrong, like I know some of them have intrinsic value for sure, like, but like some of the paints that today you go on, like I remember going to a regular store, like it was in London, Ontario, and they were asking like $2,500, something like that, for a painting.
Mm-hmm.
I say, who the heck paint this? I can paint better than that. Like, I mean, it's just the name. He probably is. Like, I mean, I know there are painting like there are millions and blah blah blah, all those things. But as I say, like, yeah, you know. Let's keep it in the paradox of value. So, I don't want to have trouble with people with arts. Like,
oh yeah, there's some, right? So I know I like the traditional ones, but I also like abstracts. Like
Do you have any trade?
I got IMS. I like what the RSI is doing. I like that it's not making lower lows. It still has good volumes. The spread is building.
Híjole. Híjole. Google. Again, I don't know how to type Google. So 67. What else I was going to check? Amazon.
What's it doing?
Google is just muted. Like Amazon is like a Christmas tree, a little bit tilted. Google, the same thing, a beautiful Christmas tree, but really, I don't know. How does this look in the higher time frame? Let's see. Yeah, not looking that good to be honest. Like, in my opinion, that one doesn't have any direction,
Okay.
so we're gonna have to wait for it to break. But this probably gonna break toward the high side, if I have to say something. And if it break toward the high side, it has a lot of potential. Can go like probably 170, 169, and right now it's at 166.97, 96. So that could happen there and in Google, but for now really muted. Like you can definitely build up a position little by little. This is the fishtail that you always call out, still price action super interesting in my opinion. I just gonna try to make it look a little bit more aligned. Let's say I'm gonna ignore that weekend there. Yeah, it's exactly like that. So you see now, it's either side will break, can work, but I will be betting for the upside
Okay.
if I will be taking any trade. But yeah, so Google, Amazon is doing the same. I was Tesla was the one I was looking at. Tesla, yeah, Tesla, ooh la la, Tesla took. What did I miss here? Tesla went down to 130, and I told you 300 by the end. Like I told you 300. I didn't put a deadline there, but I think we're just gonna test the 300. I just don't know if I wanna jump into that boat or not. But I think we're gonna test the 300 very soon.
Well, I know I'm not sure if Elon really believes in what he's saying, or like it's almost
Did
like
you hear what he said yesterday?
yeah, he's really, really critical of the big beautiful bill.
Yeah.
Really critical. So, but that's what I mean exactly.
Yeah, I wanted to love him when he said that,
Yeah.
but then I say no, man.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Give me some stability, and then
You
like,
took the words right out of my mouth. Right out
Yeah.
of my mouth. When I heard it, I said, "Oh my God, Elon's coming back. You know, he's growing balls. It's great. Woohoo!" But no, I'm saying, you know, is it just a day thing? What is happening to him? It's hard to be able to gauge him, right? So.
Spice breaking at the local trend down. Yeah, it's breaking through now. Is it gonna be able to hold? That's the question. You have the neck at 197.93, like 597.93. Once you break the neck, it's a little bit higher, my guy. Come on. But yeah, it's, I understand exactly your comment. Like,
Right?
Like there was a point that I really like what he was doing, but like
Like he's got
He's-
so many things that he's done so well, and
but my
to
friend, the
see
one that
him-
live in British Columbia, he educated me a little bit better. And like on like and it's true. Like I mean, yes, like let's say yes, we have electric cars. Thank you to Elon Musk right now, and like, but like I this is gonna sound ugly, but it's the way I see it. So and it's just an opinion. I think he has a special skill to sell to the government his ideas, and that's why
we both know somebody like that.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But does that mean that he's really solving a problem in the world? Like, I mean, yes, like no doubts about the SpaceX and things like that, electric cars, communication with Starlink. But I don't know. Like, I mean, it's the fact that he got into politician or into politic things. Like right now, I think we are at the point that we're gonna see if he have the wood to be a politician or not. Because whatever they say, like he's talking by the government eventually. Like I mean, oh, we are coming for you because of what you are doing on my cars. Who is coming for you? Like you, the government, who? Like I mean, and like so I think like for example Barack Obama rescued him, and then it's like yes, you have to make your company public because of that, but I think that was one of the best things that happened to your company at the same time. Like I mean, you wouldn't be able to survive. So yeah, like it's not about being controversial, but he get very controversial. So it's like I don't know, man. Like if he have your operantus mode, then like I think if any government get too much into just one handyman, yeah, I don't know. Like, hopefully somebody else compete with you at a level that, yeah, I don't know if you like. It looks like if he's just profiting from the government, and that's what I don't like. And hey, guess what? He's the richest man in the earth.
Well, I think that yeah, okay, but in the same way too, he left a lot of money on the table to the government, donated a lot of money to the government,
Yeah,
and a lot of money to the government, and secondly,
but it's an
lost.
investment.
Yeah, but lost insane, like down 75%. Like that was a gamble that I'm not sure that any mortal human being would have taken. Like that's crazy. That's
I
crazy.
can tell you that that's a long-term investment. That money is not lost. That's a long-term
The one where
investment.
he put the cheese on his head and was giving millions away.
My guy, that money is gonna come back in a blink of an eye.
I hope you're right.
Yeah. Oh, like, very like the money that he gave to Trump for the campaign and all that thing. It took less than a week on the stock price for it to get to bizarre numbers, you know, and like. I don't know. I mean, like as I say, it's just my opinion. Like whatever he does is, hey, you are the owner of your life. But like if you want to help humanity, I think it looks a little bit different than that. And that's just
But that's
Yeah.
in his mind, right? How does it look in his mind? Like for him to populate Mars,
yeah.
and populate the moon, so that the moon becomes a
It Don't hate me, Elon. I'm gonna buy a Tesla at some point. Legit.
Really?
Oh yeah, I will buy a Tesla. That's a for sure.
They stopped making the Cybertrucks, eh?
I don't know.
I heard that.
I know
Was
they
that
had
a
huge
false
problem.
news?
Yeah.
I thought that I heard that they've stopped manufacturing the Cybertrucks.
Like I don't know if you know, but like I'm gonna show you the picture. Like you see how robust it looks and things like that.
Oh yeah, it looks like a little mini tank.
But you see the parts are like a stick with silicone on it.
No.
Yeah. So that's why they have big trouble because many of those parts were flying into other cars. Because they got on stick. Oh, it's a special glue that we use. Yeah. He did it. Cybertruck parts falling off. So look, the whole thing came off because it's just glue on it. Look at the front. That's the most common one. It's just a stainless steel plate that is no solid on it. And in here, like this part here, also have been coming off. Look at this one. Look, the whole thing.
My God. Blows my mind. Now, can you check to see if they stopped making them?
The Tesla stop Cybertruck production. Yes.
They did, eh? That's a okay.
Tesla
So it
have
wasn't
shut
fake
down
news.
Cybertruck production.
Yep.
The production halt was initial due to safety issues and recall. Ooh.
I wasn't sure if it was fake news because when I heard it, it was just on a passing. It wasn't like on BNN or it wasn't CNN or. And I said, well, like we are in that space of do we believe what we hear? So I wasn't sure.
Nearly all Cybertruck that have
Okay.
already been delivered have been recalled.
Wow.
That will be one of the ones I will buy if ever it looks less concerning.
Really?
Oh yeah. As you say, it's a mini tank. Like it looks like a mini tank.
It looks like a mini tank.
And I have seen a
It
couple
doesn't
like I
seem to
went to.
behave like one, but it looks like one.
Like I like around here, I have seen a couple. And like
Mm-hmm.
that thing is huge.
Oh, see, I have never.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
never
like,
seen one.
my car looked like a Toys car in front of that thing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You look like a little. How do we call those?
Go kart,
No, those Mattel
Hot Wheel.
Hot Wheel. You look like a little Hot Wheel.
Spy failing to break the trend. Is that a failing to actually prove that? Like I don't know. Like I mean, it trade there for a little bit, but all the candles are dying inside the trend. So it's not holding good. I know. So. That volume that happened between 10 and 10 on Spy is concerning, in my opinion. That was too huge candle toward the downside. They kind of failed to break the low of the day, the low of the pre-market, but I don't know, volume too high on those two. Um, yeah, when the move begin, when the move finish. I don't know how to read that. So, what about QBTS? QBTS.
What's QBTF doing?
Going down. It's, I'm glad they didn't touch that because it's
Yeah, me too.
chop around.
Chop, 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 chop around.
Amazon.
Oh, how's Amazon?
As chop as like as the rest.
So SPY seems to be interacting well with the 50. Yeah.
SPY right now is at the weekly high. So today is Wednesday. So that's okay. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Tesla, in my opinion, Tesla is speak to the downside. So probably, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, it is definitely a risky trade, but I have to pick my poison between NVIDIA and Tesla.
Okay.
Because I think Nvidia can go a little bit higher soon, but if Nvidia keep pushing higher, is Tesla gonna keep pushing lower? Like, that's something I kind of don't know. Though Tesla, that test of the one out of the 300 may happen very fast. Like, what I'm saying by that is, like, if you don't have an order there, you probably won't get filled.
Okay.
Because it's gonna do it probably in a moment that you kind of, like, if I am not looking at it, let's say, and I didn't drop off the order, it's not gonna happen. So, but we're gonna see. Like, let's see what it really wants to do. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at Nvidia are having trouble right there. like let's say though I don't want to say this, to me Nvidia is starting to look shortish.
Why do you want to not say that?
Because I have a loan and like that's not convenient for my trade, but like I have to make sure I don't convince myself just because I have a position. But like for example, we're gonna read that tape. Let's see. Though the volume is quite low right now, like the PCL of today is gonna be relevant for me. On PLT, on NVDA, like that, I take a decision tomorrow if I want to sell or not.
Okay.
I probably want to sell before. Well, do I want to sell before the unemployment rate and new non-farm payroll?
Well,
That-
we
that-
probably know it's going to be low. Right?
Yeah, but today is low, and what is the market doing?
Well said. Well said.
And I have to say, like in my head, it's not intuitive. It's more like I will get there, but it will take me long because I am looking at the treasury or the bond market lately. Let's say like the last 2 months probably. But to keep flow of the dynamic of how one affect the bond market, how the other, and how like that will put probably one or the other overweight. And like in there is where I am like still lagging behind, like but yeah, definitely it's going to happen at some point. I'm gonna get better at that.
Okay.
But yeah, like basically, like let's say if I explain a little bit more of what I am trying to say here, like let's say unemployment rate came like let's figure it, or let's imagine figure out that it will come out like 4.5. That's slightly high. So the Fed is gonna cut interest because it's affecting the
Inflation.
the unemployment. Yeah, like it's really like, so if the Fed cut interest, that means that to
You mean raise interest?
no, they will cut interest if that happens.
Okay.
But the cut of interest there is out of fear, and like because they don't want to have a stack inflation. But like, yeah, okay. So yeah, if the unemployment is high and they raise the interest, they just put fuel into the unemployment rate going higher. So they will do the opposite. But what I'm saying is like, let's say they do that, what is more attractive? To buy a stock or equities, or to buy bonds? And let's see, if the interest come lower, the bonds interest are more attractive, so the equity will go down, or supposed to be going slightly lower. And if they hike, but yeah, it's a whole dynamic there. So that's what I say. Like I have to get better at having this as a second nature, instead of me having to sit down. Like sometimes I go in the whiteboard and I really like separate. This is bonds, this is equity. That do that to that, that do that to that. If that happens, so like yeah. Though for people with experience in this matter, they really can know. They know it as a second nature. Like they have it. Like it's just that do that and this do that. But yeah, what is what is in the equation there that I didn't mention? The yields. Like the yields are still very close to 5. Yes, they came down a bit.
The what?
The yield on the bonds.
Okay, the yield.
Yield in the bonds.
Yield. There's
So-
no G there.
Yield. Yeah.
The yield.
It's a Y. So
Sí. Y.
yield. The yield came like they came down a bit, but it's still very high. So So we're gonna start wrapping that up, and basically, it's a green day for me, green week in general, and yeah, I trained Monday. That was a good day. Then Tuesday, I had an observation day. That was yesterday. Today is Wednesday, and we did very good, but leave a lot of money on the table just because got blocked early. So what I did here. I short Palantir here, then I partial, add to the short right away because there was no water coming to the fire. So then I partial, add to the short, and that is where the software got me out. And look, it's more than double of what I already took of it. The move toward the downside. So still a green trade, but you know, hiccups here and there. So BDA, and this was interesting because I did behave, but at the same time I took a little loss on it, and that little loss was the one that liquidated all the trades. Like, really? So like I went long here, I partial again, add to this long, add to the long, and then get out here. That's
May I ask a question?
yes.
Now, knowing what you knew and what you were going to take, did that hard stop helped you?
Today it hurts me.
Okay. Okay.
It hurts me, but it kept me.
Because you would have taken good trades in the right direction.
I had the trades in the right direction.
And it pumped you out.
I pumping out. But let's say, like, what was the risk in there? Like, let's say with the same, that's Nvidia? Yeah, that's Nvidia. What is the risk there? Well, I was trying to go long. For sure, I will be offering, like, long around here. So, took a loss. And if I don't stay hooked to this trade, Nvidia probably was going to be red at the end of the day. Though PLTR will be making, like, double of the money. So will PLTR compensate for Nvidia? Probably yes. So it kind of hurts me, but as I say, like we are clear 100% that thing is not the best thing to do.
Okay.
It's just the breaking rules and the lack of discipline is it will hurt more than this for now. So that's why I say, like, once we are clear that it can be removed, we are going to remove. That's the whole plan of it. We want to remove that, but we want to remove it when we are certain that there is a little bit more discipline.
Okay.
I will, like, let's say right now that I know, like, breaking even will give me a little bit more leeway. We can work that out, but as I say, it's the build up of the discipline muscle. Like, I mean,
Okay.
like, that's what I think is needed. So, yeah, did I answer your question?
I think so.
Okay. So yeah,
Because it was more for today. Like today, would it have helped or injure, right? So
yeah, today. Sorry, today it didn't help a lot. It's just like I'm almost sure that I was going to be bigger profit wise.
Okay.
So, but like I can expand a little bit more on that. Like, what is a problem that I am solving between big things that you can compare with? Like, I mean, like I'm not 100% sure. Like this week, I think I got the problem solved about the potential of the trades.
Okay.
So, and the results are coming as expected
Okay.
in the matter. So, but like let's say, what relevance does that have? If I dissolve the potentials of the trades problem, that means I'm gonna be taking way bigger trades and way bigger trades by the end of the month.
Okay.
So by taking way bigger trades, does that mean that I have the parameter for the block to account where I have it right now? No.
Okay.
I will have to add a little bit of slack in there.
Okay.
So, but without solving the one of the problem, also like it's not just a matter of discipline. It's like were the trades making as much as for you to say it makes sense? No. So, but yeah, thank you for your question. It's just like it's yeah. It required a lot of observation to determine what we actually want to do with that.
What you were going to say.
What we are going to do. To say no, to say I can say whatever, to do is another thing.
It's another thing.
Like if I change it, like if I change anything, it's for sure blood is gonna come in. Why did you change that? So like,
Which is great because you guys have a great partnership, right? I like that.
yeah, we are trying to make this work. And like I think it was yesterday we were talking about that. I say she doesn't know a heck about trading. Like I mean, she just doesn't know. But what she's taking is
What she knows is you.
what she knows is the result. Like she's taking
Yeah, but
the,
she knows you.
yeah, but more than she knows me, she's looking at the results and questioning them. And she's saying like, "Did you break rules today? Okay, why did you break that rule?" And like, yeah, I up to a certain point, I think is helping my discipline. Out of fear, no, it's not out of fear. Like if you see, I hate observation days. I can say that with passion. I hate observation days because it's so boring. It's like I am here doing nothing. I am here just watching. I do use it to take notes, and it have helped me. But I can say the last three, it haven't really helped me at all. Like I mean, the last three, there is not much that
Well,
want
I
to
think it
observe.
helps you in a way of saying, I hate them so much, I don't want them to happen.
I don't want them to happen
So,
exactly.
yeah, so they do have some some positive there where, oh my God, I hate them so much, I don't want them to happen anymore.
Especially
Right.
because the last one,
And some people work like that too.
yeah, but like the last one, I choose to have it.
Yes.
Like, and then I say like, well, why did I choose to have this? Like, I mean, but it's the same thing. Like,
Because you like rules.
no. I choose to have the last one because when I took the last trade, I said, you know that if you like right now, if you just punch out, you can trade. You can avoid a observation day. And I say no, I still want this trade because I think I'm right, and I consciously say that. So what does that to me? That it brings to myself to observation. I don't know if you notice, but I normally don't hit even half of my maximum loss.
Correct.
So whenever I am above half of my maximum loss that day, or I am doing something wrong, or like I am not aligned with the market. Like for example, you like why would I say like when I am just barely getting to my maximum loss, why am I risking a whole day of trading for one trade that I dream of being right, you know? So that put it in perspective, and I say like, well, if I am willing to to do that exercise on my mind, I'm still justify it. Am I in the right time frame to trade? Technically, no.
Well said. Well explained.
So
You're still in an emotional state of trading.
yeah, exactly. So what about you? What would you like to say to share with us about your trades?
Well, for me, there was a lack of when I'm looking at what is happening there, it's like HIMS is definitely my top trade. I'm still in IMS and sadly lost some profit there. IMS was a really good trade. I was able to take it from the beginning at the VWAP, actually, right at the VWAP. So I took IMS at 55.80. I added at 56.40. I took a double partial at 57.30. Added right away. Took another partial 57.80. And actually, I got completely out of the trade, which was great at 59. The issue is I kept going back in. So, and that's where my lack of discipline was. Keep wanting to go in and to trade. I did say that I didn't want to trade a whole lot of tickets. So, because I find myself that when I hover back and forth, I have a tendency to lose the momentum of the trade. So, for IMS, definitely though, I did not think that it was going to lose its entire
And more.
and more move,
Yeah.
that's for sure. I did go into Hood when I saw that it had momentum. I went into Hood at the VWAP. I did get out of Hood though when I saw I made a little bit of money, but I got out of Hood when I saw that the tape was going back and forth. I was right. It was very, very choppy where, you're 72.60. That's the line that I had. And then I had the PCL. I said it's going to be trapped there for a little bit. So I just walked away, which I'm quite pleased. QBTS, because of my friend and trader partner Davey, he said, I wouldn't touch that today. It looks very choppy. I did not touch it today. And it was very choppy. For QBTS, so I did not touch that. SMCI, I lost some money for SMCI on the short, and I took the short, but I took the short and I didn't really believe in it. SMCI has been quite aligned with the market, with SPY lately. So the short was, I took a short which was at 43.33. And broke even there, and then I went short again too aggressively, made a little bit of money. I got out completely at 42.92, but then went short again and lost some money. So it should have been a long, and I should have taken it long at 43, but I've marked those lines now and see what it's going to do. I had the line at 44.21, which was exactly the level where it turned back. So I need to have a little bit more confidence in, the levels that I put in there and hold the trades for what they are. I did not do any significant loss anywhere, which I'm quite pleased. But IMS, I'm still looking that it is going to pop back up. I can't believe that it would have lost that much without having a reversion somewhere. So yeah, that's where I am today. So I am red, but not significantly red. So yeah.
Yeah, I see a SPY even within the trend yet.
Yeah, so when I'm looking at SPY, when we're looking at, and these are the lines that I had on SPY. I did not touch them after. So I've got 597.94 and I've got 595. Remember, we talked about those two levels before the market opened. That's where the levels are, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
exactly where it was.
I remember you call out that was 80 lot, and I say
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, and those are to 2 levels I got, and that's exactly where it stayed. It's between those two, so very rangy. And then we're looking at all the other ones, and yeah, the stocks that are moving with SPY are very rangy as well. So yeah, a little bit of how do we say cabeçadura with the IMS, but hey, lesson learned. That's a for sure. That when it loses it, and it's gonna catch it up the next day, but not today.
Yeah, it's a tricky name to trade. Like, like to
I
me-
like it. I like its
Velocity?
volatility. I like the velocity that it has.
Market's flushing right now. I don't
Yeah,
know what
big
happened.
flush, big flush. There shouldn't be any news. You should be maybe. Okay, so did
Ooh la la.
who spoke?
Somebody hit the wire there.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
for sure.
Agreed.
Yeah, I did think we were trading at that $20 something. Out of the blue is so far. Oklo. I'm just gonna stay. If you have any news, feel free to just drop it. And
What about truth? That was a dollar flush, very nasty.
when I have Bloody sending me news, I have to check them just in case because it's Trump news. Trump double metal tariff carnitine. Double metal tariff. Like, is that really?
No.
Trump double metal tariff carnitine lip on Canada's response. Lives, like, yeah, the lady is talking. There's live updates right now on that thing. So and let's check social media.
So you're talking the White House correspondence talking?
Yeah. And the last thing that Trump said was 3 hours ago. He said, like, why is the president looking at the ADP number when everybody say, oh, we are not looking at, like, I mean, that's like in the financial world, the ADP number, people are saying, oh yeah, we are not really looking at it. Oh yeah, we are not really looking at it until it's really bad, and it's, oh yeah, we were looking at it, you know. And you have the president looking at the ADP number. Too late, Powell must now lower the rates. It's unbelievable. Europe has lowered 9 times. So, hey, that was the last thing that Trump said.
First of all, it's not
and
9 times, but
that was 3 hours ago. But yeah, the lady is talking right now, and yeah. So we're gonna take a look at that in our own. So for the streaming, that's it for today. I hope everybody have fun. Have a good day, and like, hey, we're gonna be here tomorrow. Yeah, good day today here. So see you then.
bye.